The NCAA Tournament was Minnesota's reward for its application of the Golden Rule to the 1982 Big Ten Basketball Championship. As reigning conference kings, the Gophers were seeded into the second round, where they faced upstart Tennessee Chattanooga on national television. Trent Tucker was at the forefront of a Minnesota offensive which utilized the talents of all 5 starters. Darryl Mitchell, Gary Holmes, John Wiley, and Randy Brewer. Chattanooga was not chopped liver, and despite a solid effort, Jim Dutch's crew trailed by 2 at intermission. Brewer was brilliant as the Gophers clawed and scrapped in an uphill second-half struggle. The outcome hung in the balance for what seemed like an eternity. Brewer administered the last rites to Chattanooga and granted absolution to Minnesota, whose salvation came in the form of a 1-point victory. The Gophers advanced to the Sweet 16 in Birmingham, Alabama, where they faced a veteran Louisville team whose roster included 4 starters from its 1979 championship year. Among the literati, there were questions regarding the Gophers' ability to cope with Louisville's pressured defense. Minnesota defeated the Cardinals in 2 recent engagements, and early returns augured well for the maroon and gold. A long-distance, last-second basket gave Louisville a 1-point margin at the half. The Cardinals' quickness and depth were factors in an early second-half surge. A 22-point performance by Trent Tucker was duplicated by Randy Brewer as the Gophers rallied to tie the game. Lancaster Gordon, with 23 points, dealt a fatal blow to Minnesota, whose NCAA title dreams faded slowly away. This was the 8th and final year of the Pillsbury Classic, a tournament in which the Golden Rule had never been violated. Not even Sarah Tucker could top the performance of Trent Tucker, who fed the faithful a delightful diet of appetizing baskets and guaranteed that the taste of defeat would remain foreign to Minnesota in this holiday basketball bake-off. In the championship game against Arizona, Tucker accounted for 21 points.
All right, way to go, Tuck.
A like number was credited to Darryl Mitchell, and Minnesota's hunger was satisfied with its highest point production of the year. Trent Tucker found the recipe for the Most Valuable Player award, but all the Golden Gophers will recall the Pillsbury Classic as a piece of cake. The 1981-82 Gophers were a senior-dominated team. In 4 seasons in Gold Country, they had absorbed the preachings of Coach Jim Dutcher and learned to function as a unit. Individuality was sacrificed for the benefit of the common cause. Hitting the open man was a source of pure pleasure, and who scored was infinitely less important than who won. In short, the Gophers exhibited the metal from which championships are forged. Iowa, a preseason Big Ten favorite, provided Minnesota's first major challenge at Williams Arena, where the Hawks had won 3 in a row. This fact precipitated considerable pregame psyching between rival coaches Jim Dutcher and Lute Olson.
If they make a change and do come man, then go low post.
Randy Brewer quickly tested Iowa's freshman center. Brewer made the Hawkeyes acutely aware of his presence, and by so doing, precipitated a well-executed fast break. Gary Holmes employed his considerable size to wrest control of the backboards, while Randy Brewer dominated young Michael Payne. Darryl Mitchell was Minnesota's big gun in a second-half shootout at the guard position, which also involved Iowa's Kevin Boyle and Kenny Arnold.
Come on, Darryl!
In a battle for a loose ball, Holmes outmuscled several Hawkeyes. Gary added insult to injury with a basket which put the game out of reach. The first of 2 victories over Iowa was spearheaded by Randy Brewer's 22 points and brought smiles to the faces of Jim Dutcher and athletic director Paul Giel. Next, a portrait of the Zebras. An old showbiz axiom states, if you bring a cannon, no kin of mine, on the stage, you have to fire it. Randy Brewer was Minnesota's big gun, and much of the Gopher offense centered around this 7-foot, 3-inch native son. When teammates were successful getting the ball into Brewer, more often than not, Randy proved he was the best shooting big man in the nation. Brewer was Minnesota's team leader in both rebounding and scoring.
Come on now, Randy. Get active down there.
A positive tour de force in establishing the golden rule, Randy's deeds of daring do were not immune to occupational hazards. Brew hung around with some big, bad dudes, all of whom were intent on occupying his space. Normally, the gentle golden giant, Brewer, when challenged, was not a shrinking violet. Dribbling Randy compounded opponents' problems, where he was an outstanding free throw shooter and a solid team leader. Control Data Corporation is pleased to present this documentary of University of Minnesota students in their pursuit of athletic excellence. Excellence in education is a commitment Control Data shares with Minnesota. For 2 decades, Control Data has been working to provide higher quality, more accessible education at lower cost through the application of advanced computer technology. Today, Plato computer-based education delivers quality instruction at all levels, from basic math and reading to the specialized needs of the business and academic communities. Finalist in the National Invitation Tournament, Purdue featured Keith Edmondson, the Big Ten's leading scorer. At Williams Arena, he was not a factor. In the first half, the Harris Boilermakers shot an anemic 33%, and rarely did they receive a second opportunity. The Gophers sought high percentage shots, which Trent Tucker found. In this game, Tucker had 5 steals. Many resulted in easy baskets and had a debilitating effect on the Purdue morale. The Minnesota defense was so tenacious that in the first half, the Boilers were limited to a season-low 13 points and were almost outscored by Trent Tucker. In the second half, Tucker responded to the pleas of the cheerleaders in a most generous fashion, pouring in a game-high 21 points with amazing acuity. When he wasn't scoring, Tucker was stealing the ball. And dealing assists. The cat-quick hands of Darryl Mitchell brought a look of incredulity to the face of Purdue coach Gene Keady. Brewer's jumper gave the Gophers an overwhelming advantage. Mitchell was just warming to the task. His swarming defensive tactics sent freshman Tommy Davis in free. Minnesota's victory was born in the backcourt. 15 steals rendered Keady agape. Jim Peterson administered the coup de grace in a game in which defense articulated the golden rule. Leadership is the son of experience, and it was the seniors who gave the Gophers their gilt-edged quality. Trent Tucker, a 4-year starter, earned All-American honors. His long-distance bombs sent sparks of electricity surging through Williams Arena. Probably the quickest gun in the Big Ten, Tucker had NBA scouts drooling. Gary Holmes was the heavy in Minnesota's massive front line. At 6 foot 10 inches and 240 pounds, his rebounding was a key to the Gopher success story. Holmes shot infrequently, but effectively. Darryl Mitchell paired with Tucker to give Minnesota the top set of scoring guards in the conference. He is a pre-law student who aspires to a career in politics. Mitchell led the team in steals and assists. Darrell scored the winning points at the free throw line in vital road victories over Iowa and Purdue.
Everybody work hard on defense. Now work hard.
Perceived by many as a taciturn type, Jim Dutcher, the Big Ten's Coach of the Year, was far from passive against Michigan State.
Get after it! Get after it! Get after the ball! Get down on the floor! Penetrate! We got to penetrate a little bit. Jimmy, take it for Gary Holmes. Play an inside spot on our twins. You're a low spot on our zone. Hurry up, you can get in right now. Darrell, you guys have got to penetrate. No press, 2-3 zone now, 2-3 zone. Get us a safe inbounds here is all. Get us a safe in. Darrell, stupid pass. Stay on the floor, Darrell. Stay on the floor. Move the ball, John. Come on, Trent. Come on, Darrell. Come on, get us going. Got to move it, Trent. Get down low. Stay there, Trent. Look, Randy. Boy, look, Randy. Randy. Come on, Randy, shoot it. Right here, Darrell. You got to take that shot. You got to take the shot. Right there. Make that shot, Trent. Time out. Time out. When you get it inside, Randy, stick it in the basket. That's what we get it to you for. Take it inside to score it. Randy, work ball side. Work for this shot. Darrell, that shot is there. Just step up and make it. Relax. Relax a little bit. We're going to go 4 corners here. We can't make a layup. We'll take backdoor cuts, layups only. We're shooting 1-and-1s. Tommy, if that guy's covered, don't throw it to him. Make him come down and get it. Trap it, trap it, trap it. Move the ball. Come on. There. Back in, Randy. Minnesota! Minnesota! Yay, Gophers! Okay, everybody have a seat. Everybody have a seat here. Fellas, give me your attention. Congratulations to you. Hey, we had a night when nothing would go for us. We couldn't make a layup and still hung in there and won. So it was a great win for us. Iowa lost, so they're done. Ohio State won. Right now, we are co-Big Ten champs. If we beat the Buckeyes, we take this off there. And we are the Big Ten champs. We do not want to share it with Ohio State. We don't want to share it with anyone.
Minnesota would share this memorable day with 17,378 rabid fans. The largest crowd of the entire Big Ten season helped the Gophers lead the conference in attendance. Minnesota's first Big Ten title in 10 years was the goal of the seniors in their farewell appearance at venerable Williams Arena. In a textbook demonstration of team play, the Gophers were positively golden in what may have been the top performance by a Minnesota team in Jim Dutcher's 7-year career. When Trent Tucker was sent flying on a successful fast break, the home folks despaired. But the collision was merely cosmetic, and in a flash, Tucker assuaged the feelings of the faithful. The Gophers displayed a quintessential determination that was devoid of fear. At the epicenter of this maelstrom stood Randy Brewer. He sought to avenge an embarrassing performance at Ohio State. Randy's 18 points in the first half served to stifle the bellicose nature of the Buckeyes.
Defense! 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 Defense!
Ohio State found Minnesota's aggressive 2-3 zone defense a source of chagrin. The jibes of the crowd fanned the fires of frustration and did little to improve State's shooting touch. Nearly every miss became a basket for Minnesota, but none was more indelible than John Wiley's world-class dunk. The rebounding strength of Gary Holmes made scoring a mere formality for Trent Tucker. The Buckeyes couldn't contain Randy Brewer, who administered Excedrin headache number 45 to State coach Eldon Miller. Jim Peterson shot 3 times and never missed. A precise pass from Zebedee Howell helped Brewer score a season-high 32 points. Randy's revenge was completed when he was a perfect 10 from the free throw line. Against a very good Ohio State team, Minnesota never trailed and won going away while scoring 87 points. It'll be up to Brewer, Howell, Peterson, Davis, and Waller to continue this tradition. The excitement of Williams Arena, invitations to 3 postseason tournaments, 74 victories in 4 years, and Jim Dutcher's first Big Ten championship. These are treasured memories of the class of '82. But above all, this season will be recalled as the year of the Golden Rule.